15 seconds.
Thank you.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello and welcome to Dr. Surajit Khanna's Returning Youth Radio Show. We are returning post-incarcerated young adults back to a productive life after incarceration. So please visit us at returningyouth.com. That's returningyouth.com. And on the air with us, we have a bunch of people. I'm going to introduce them in a minute, but I want to give a couple of more information for our audience. We are live now on 9:30 a.m. WPAT radio every Friday from 3 to 4 p.m. But we are also streaming live. You can see our beautiful, wonderful, and very pretty faces of the other people at facebook.com/Khanna4Kids. That's KHANNA, the number 4 kids. And we are literally on 6 other social channels at the same time. Dr. Khanna is an attorney. He is a child safety advocate and a servant of the underserved, champion of a nonprofit Voice of the Kids. He also recently launched his post-incarceration Juvenile Justice Reformation Act initiative, and which is associated with Returning Youth campaign. The initiative provides post-incarcerated young adults housing, training, along with the required medical, psychological assistance they need to secure a job, build their careers, and improve their lives. We have so much to talk about today. There's a lot going on, but I just want to move forward now and do some introductions. So with that, Dr. Khanna is an attorney. He's the leader of the initiative, but we have joining us our new public relations intern, Nicole McIsaac. Hello, Nicole. We have Ariana Ramsey, who is the hopeful for the U.S. Olympic rugby team. She's also on the U.S. Rugby team today, so she's an official member of the U.S. team. And she is on the short list for the Olympics. We're praying for her to get there. And we're going to let everybody do some talking. But before anything else, I'd like to introduce the founder of the initiative, returningyouth.com. Welcome. Thank you, Dr. Khanna.
Thank you very much, Gary. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Ariana. Thank you, Ariel, for joining us on this wonderful radio show, which is dedicated for this post-incarceration Juvenile Justice Reformation Act initiative. In short, we call Returning Youth. And thank you very much, the audience. I'm glad to be back here. I know you've been hearing me for last many months. And thank you very much to Brother Willie, the CFC Foundation, who allowed us to be on the air. For all the people, those who are listening, hopefully we're told that between 30 to 40 million homes are listening to this radio station. So we definitely would like to have all of your prayer and blessings so that we can take this initiative to the next step. Because every youth, those who are coming out of incarceration, needs a second chance. Whether it is a second chance for them or third chance for them, but they need a chance. So in order for them to get a chance, we need to give them the entire package. It's like a holistic package. So if somebody comes out of the incarceration, what we do, we are going to wrap everything up in a shrink wrap. And that shrink wrap is the love and care we're going to provide. We're going to hold hand and we're going to take them through the different steps of their life. We are going to provide them housing. We are going to provide them food. We're going to provide them clothing. We're going to provide them all the necessary treatments, therapies they need. And we are going to structure them for their next skill training so that they can have a job whenever they're ready mentally, because they definitely need a break between coming out of the incarceration and starting a new life. They need a break, so we are going to give them the break. And during that break, and wherever the housing will be for them, they will be given the same type of love they would get in their home from their mom or from their grandma. So we are going to call them, instead of resident manager or resident advisor, we are calling them as the house mama. So that mama is going to give what? The love they deserve. So we're going to we're going to give them all the love they need, the care they need, the attention they need, so that they can structure themselves and finally to get out of their mental incarceration. So once they are out of the mental incarceration, they will be provided the necessary skill sets so that they can get the training and get ready for the next life. That is having a proper job. If they want to go back to education, we'll arrange them to go back to school. All the different things we're going to provide to them so that they become a good citizen of United States, so that they don't have to go back to the system again, which is called recidivism. So it's a tongue twisting word, but that is that they are going back to the system again. We don't want them to go back to the system. So we are very proud to launch this program. The very first pilot plant is already been secured, already been in the motion to start in Elizabeth, New Jersey. And Gary can come up and tell me or tell all of you, why did we choose Elizabeth in the midst of everywhere? Gary, could you tell why did we choose Elizabeth, New Jersey?
Of course, I'd love to. When you're going to pick a new location, you have to pick some place that makes sense, that because we're going to be nationwide, we want to make sure that we pick a location that's going to be successful initially, but also plays to the nation. So if we're successful here, we can be successful anywhere. I'm going to tell you some things about the location in New Jersey. It's in Elizabeth, New Jersey, which has a population of over 130,000, but it's made up of many economically diverse communities, including inner cities and middle-class suburban neighborhoods. So it's a great mix of different people, different minorities, different neighborhoods. It makes it an excellent location for us to reintegrate young Black Americans back into society after they are released from incarceration. That's what we're trying to do. Elizabeth is also closely located to other high population areas like Newark, New Jersey. And they also have a very large population of African Americans, which is the underserved community which we are targeting. In addition, it's geographically located right in the middle of the state, which is right between New York and in the middle of New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Those are the three states that we're going to be launching. We've already launched in New Jersey. We're going to be launching in New York and Pennsylvania shortly. So it's a great location. So it's close to New York, close to Philly, close to Newark. It's a perfect location. We're excited about it. And compared, now this is some interesting information. It has a very high crime rate. Actually, it's listed as being the top, I think, 25 cities in the country as far as crime rate. So it has the highest crime rate in New Jersey, and the crime rate is one for every 38,000 people. A crime rate of 38 per 1,000, which means technically you have a 1 in 26 chance of having either violent or property crime to you. So wow. That's a big chance. So let me show you all a picture. Let me show you a picture of the location, and I want Dr. Khanna to talk about it for a second. Go ahead.
Wow, that's the location. Great.
Yes.
So we are planning to host 5 to start with, correct?
Yes, we can fit 5 to 8, but we're going to initially start to 5 because we want to be successful initially. This is the first place, so we're doing everything to the top, to gold standard.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Gary, for highlighting this. And I want the audience to kind of know that this is just the first pilot. This can be in your town. This could be in your city. This could be in your state. So please reach out to us. Please let us know that if you can facilitate this type of program in your city, because we want every single young adult coming out of incarceration to have a facility where they can be transformed. I use the word transformation. They need a good transformation. And if we can provide any type of assistance for that, we are ready to give that. We have a lot of partners. We are going to look for more partners in your city so that they can give jobs, they can give education, they can give training. So we will work together in every 50 states. But please help us so that we can help these young adults. So you can go to our website, returningyouth.com, and help us. This is the season, like Gary always says, a season of joy, jolly. You need to give. So please give, even if it's $1. We have a dollar marathon going on. Just give $1 to this good cause. And just, in dollar, what can you get? You can get a Wawa coffee. You can go and get coffee in McDonald's. So if you don't drink coffee for one time and give that $1 for somebody to transform, please do that. That $1 means a lot for this program. And also we are having the dinner. And also we have wonderful people here in ours. I think, Gary, you can take over the microphone now and introduce our guests. And let's proceed on, and we'll be back again during this show.
Thank you. We have a lot of announcements today, Dr. Khanna. I have them all lined up, and we're excited to go through them. I want to go first because someone who has some time constraints because he's taking a break from work to join us. And I want to introduce Ariel Tolome, who has been a friend of mine. I am part of a tech group, and he's a part of the tech group. He has helped me numerous times with tech issues. And he approached me when he saw this initiative, and he said, I'd like to get involved. And he approached him with something that kind of blew my mind. He said, I can get you $10,000 a month from Google for Google Ads. And he's going to manage that for us. I am going to let him talk about it. Tell him, introduce yourself, because I probably get everything wrong. Introduce yourself. Tell us about Google Ads and how significant this is. Ariel, thank you.
Hey, thank you so much, Gary. Just to introduce myself, I'm Ariel. I work at a startup firm called Access Capital, where we help 1,000 of local businesses get leads and calls for them. Let me tell you more about how we can help returning youth get more fundraising. So Google Ads is a platform where you can put certain keywords in, such as like voice of the kids or returning youth. And then when people search those, your ad will pop up on the search. So what's great about this is that we have $10,000 per month. That's over $120,000 a year of advertising we have. And our goal is to get a lot of people to come to know more about why they need to help returning youth and help young adults get a fresh start with. So that's a really great thing we have with Google Ads. Another great thing is that it will help with fundraising, help get the word out and spread the word about to people who have not known about returning youth and know about initiative, how we can help them, how we can help young adults succeed.
Yeah,
thank you very much, Ariel. Thank you. This is Dr. Khanna here. I'm very excited. I really want to thank you and congratulate you for getting this to returningyouth.com. And means you are a big asset. So could you tell the audience how they can also get benefited from Google Ad if they have a business, if they have any initiative they want to promote? It will be a good platform for them to also go to your company, or they can go to wherever, so that they can get the help.
Sure, definitely. So I'm going to talk about three things: about one, being a nonprofit; two, if you're if you are a local business. So one, if you are a nonprofit, you too can get yourself a Google Ads grant. So all you got to do is you search for Google Grants, and then it will take you to it'll take you to a page where you sign up, and Google's gonna double check that you are a nonprofit, that you are 501c3 certified. And then after that, you just have to wait like a few weeks and just hope you get approved. Now for local businesses, so if you're a plumbing, if you are HVAC contractor, or any other small business out there, Google Ads gives you the ability to promote your business, and you only have to pay if someone clicks on the ad, and they'll take you to a landing page. You can also promote a phone call. So if you are let's say an HVAC company, and you want people who need emergency fix on their air conditioner or their heating system, that's definitely possible too. You can promote your phone number. People will search, I need emergency HVAC, please help. And then they'll see your number, they'll call, and that's how you can get some business through there. And last but not least, what I do at my company at Access Capital, we work on a performance base with local businesses. And so we help lots of businesses. We do the advertising for them. We give them any opportunities, and we help them in also with calls too. So we give them
And
the
what's give us the website of your company.
the website is axadcapital.com. So that is AXAD capital.com.
And we really appreciate what you're doing. We can't thank you enough. $120,000 a year. That's amazing. And I want to let you know, Ariana, that we recently requested an organization led by a billionaire to donate. And they agreed to donate. One of the key things was that they were very impressed with the Google ads. And the implication is if our company can get Google ads, that we're pretty serious. So they decided to donate. So it's an important thing. It helps Dr. Khanna let people know how serious he is, how significant he is. We couldn't have done it without his name, of course. It is his name that's bringing us forward. It's his initiative. It's the Post-Incarceration Juvenile Justice Reformation Act of 2018, his initiative. And he is concentrating on post-incarceration because the initial act in 2018 really didn't concentrate much on post-incarceration. They only concentrated in pre and during. Dr. Khanna, please give us a little bit more information about the actual act. You're the expert in it.
Well, you already told everything, you're being a co-expert now.
Sorry.
So, the act kind of takes you how to protect an incarceration person when they're incarcerated. So, which is kind of, easy because, the law protects an individual because they normally, when they're juvenile, that's what it's called, Juvenile Justice Reformation Act. And, they're supposed to protect them from everything. Well, one thing was missing, which I saw, and that kind of touched my heart a lot, that, okay, everybody is protecting them when they're in the prison. But what happens when they come out of the prison? Yes, there are organizations that they provide job. There are organizations they provide halfway homes. There are organizations they provide food stamps so that they can have food to eat and clothes. There are organizations those who provide them cell phones. But one thing I felt that was lacking is holding hand and giving them the love and care. Because if somebody, we have two wonderful young adults here in our show today. We have Nicole and we have Ariana. They're pretty young, and if
so is Ariel, he's young too.
Yes, but sorry if I didn't. Well, if that is the case, Gary, you are young too. You are younger than all of them there. So. By the way, today is also audience and the people those who are on the show. Today is also a very major day for the history. Today is a Mayflower Day, docking day. Today is the day when the Mayflower ship in 1620, December 18th, docked in Plymouth, Massachusetts. That's when the Mayflower combat started. That's when the entire America Constitution, Declaration of Independence, all these things started. Today is the day. If these passengers from Mayflower ship would not have reached in Massachusetts, we would not be having this America today. So exactly 400 years ago, this was in 1620, and today is 2020, December 18. Exact 400 years ago. Just a year before Gary was born. So that means you can know how old is Gary. Okay. So, but what I'm trying to tell you here that this wonderful young people, those who are here in the show, and we all go wrong. We do things wrong. We do things right. Let's say if they do something wrong and they realize and they repent that they did wrong, and they are coming out of that repentness. When they come out, if we as an adult of the community or the leaders of the community, if we do not give them the welcome hug, the warm hug and love, then they feel lost, because they need that love, because that is very important. So that's why, Gary, I think this initiative, which you have been a proponent of this, and you got Ariel here, getting him excited to do this, all the advertisements, so that everybody can listen to this. That is wonderful. I really want to thank Ariel for this. And Gary, you can take the microphone.
Thank you. Ariel, I know he has to leave. I want to thank you again. AxtAdCapital.com is his company. And thank you for the $120,000 in ads. And that's an amazing thing. Thank you, Ariel. I know you have to go. I'd
Thank
like
you so much, Gary.
Thank you. I'd like to
Thank you very
now
much.
introduce our celebrity. Yes, it's our celebrity, I would say. And that is Ariana Ramsey. And she is on the U.S. Rugby team. And she's on the short list, as you can see here, to be an Olympic hopeful. She's joined with us to support the initiative and endorses Dr. Khanna's Returning Youth campaigns. You can see here. Here's a picture of her actually scoring. I forget what they call it, but they score. They don't call it a run or a goal. They call it a let, I think.
A try.
A try. That is. So, but Ariana, I just would like to ask you, and then Dr. Khanna is going to back me up also. What did you see about this particular initiative that wanted you to join it and support it?
Yeah, I think a lot of young adults in Philly in particular, there are a lot who go to jail and who make mistakes while they're young, and then they get arrested and then they come out, and it's either they go back to the same thing or like nothing really changes. So I think that this initiative is like something that will basically build that bridge between like having something for the future, something that they can look forward to in general. So I just love it so much, and I'm happy that I already knew Dr. Khanna and I was able to become a part of this as well.
Thank you very much, Ariana, for joining us. Could you tell the audience, give little background about you so that the audience will be excited? Besides that, you are a future Olympian, okay? Before you became an Olympian, so what makes you different and what makes you equal with everybody in the audience listening to you today? Give your background, where you come from, how you are, where you are today. What made you what you are today?
I am a regular girl from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I was born and raised here. I grew up in probably like Germantown, pretty much that area. So not too expensive, not even middle class. I would say lower class area. And from there, I'm just a normal person. I don't know.
A normal Olympian.
Yeah, and also when I was where I grew up at, what is different from where I moved to is the fact that I think in Philadelphia I felt like there wasn't enough, like, I would say, sports and things like that. So I think moving is what helped me really like be able to make a change. And
Which
like
high school did you go to?
Upper Marion, so it's in King of Prussia.
Okay. And then you are in college right now, right?
Yeah,
Which college you are in now?
Dartmouth College. Yeah.
Wow, that's one of the top college, right?
Yes, kind of, pretty much.
And kind of. And then I also heard from your previous introduction that during your high school period when you were playing, you injured both your shoulders, right?
Yes.
And that also did not stop you to go in the Olympics. So
Yeah.
tell the audience a little bit about that. Look at this. I see this wonderful picture Gary is showing. Gary, you want to no, let Ariana tell.
Let her tell it. Let her tell it.
Let her tell.
Yes.
Okay. So
Well, the audience, some of the audience cannot see the picture, but the audience, there is a picture Gary is showing of an Olympic torch that Gary ran with that in 1984 for the Los Angeles Olympics. This torch, that was traveling from New York all the way to Los Angeles. So he was part of one of the section when he was running with this. And as I told you, the audience, that Gary is almost 400 years old right now. But in 1984, he was a little younger and he was running with it. And because Ariana is also going to be an Olympian soon, so we thought of sharing this picture, and she actually hold the torch, which is kind of a little fragile, but we did hold the torch in our Spring Valley office in New York last week, or actually this week, this week, Tuesday, we had this opportunity. So Ariana, tell me a little bit about your excitement about this torch.
well, I think it's cool. I've never seen an Olympic torch, or this is the closest thing I've been to the Olympics besides, being at the training center and stuff like that. So I think that's really cool. I mean, Gary had that in common also. Yeah.
Well, except that Gary does not know rugby and you know rugby.
Yeah.
I never broke my shoulders either, so you're an impressive person.
So could you tell audience a little bit before you sit and listen more of this, that in spite of your injuring your shoulders, you carried on this mission. What made you do that?
Yeah. I think we've kind of talked about this before, but I think it's super similar to what is happening right now, like with the incarceration and the children who are incarcerated. And then when they come out, like they might either think that it's the end of the world for them, or they might think that, oh, like I have to take my next steps in the future. But for those who think that that's the end of them, it's not. It's just a bump in the road, like my shoulder injury. And if you like actually want something, if you have goals set and you really want to achieve a goal, then that shoulder injury cannot stop anything. So just being able to really think about what you want, what it is that you want, and how you're going to get there, not letting anything stop you from getting there. So
thank you very much, Ariana. Thank you very much. Audience, those who are listening to this wonderful young lady who is about to go to the Olympics, give her a big round of applause. Wherever you are listening, just stop everything and see that if she can do it, a girl from Philly and having 2 broken shoulders, okay, still going through this rugby in the US Open. If she can do it, every single young adult, those who are coming off incarceration, they can do it, because there is always light at the end of tunnel. So Gary, please take over.
Yes, well, thank you. We have a lot to go through. Ariana, we've been talking to Ariana Ramsey on the U.S. rugby team. Ariana Ramsey, she is on the short list to represent us in the Olympics in 2021. As you know, because of COVID, 2020 was delayed. She's working out. She's part of the U.S. team. Basically, her tryouts are from January to June. She's got 6 months of tryouts. And before we go, really quick, for those who don't understand, Ariana, the game of rugby, could you just please describe it to us?
Okay, the game of rugby itself. Well, there's you can either watch a sevens game or a 15s game. So sevens is only a 14-minute game compared to 15s, which is a 80-minute game. So sevens is more for people who are quicker, people who mainly for fast people. 15s is for people who like to tackle, people who like to hit, people who like to, be more physical. So, I mean, overall broad of it, but yeah, sevens you score tries
Gary, you
instead
can show
of
some picture of Ariana with tackling.
yeah, yeah.
Actually, I don't have one handy.
Okay.
I showed the one where she was
There's plenty on Google. Google.
The only one I have is
While she's doing that, I think she can give, if anybody wants to reach out to Ariana, you can reach out to contactk.com, or the telephone number which is listed on the site here is 302. What is it, Gary?
It's a 302-746-2311, 302-746.
2311. So you can reach out to, if you want to learn rugby, we can have a special session for that. But right now, I'm ready for the next rugby show. Let's switch the gear to the most wonderful person who has been waiting and has joined our team. The intern, which you announced, Gary, is Nicole McIsaac.
That's right.
So could you introduce her and let her highlight the audience?
Well, Nicole has been an amazing find for us in a short time. She answered an ad we put on Facebook, and she has blown everybody away with her expertise, her knowledge of public relations, her knowledge of the English language, and her screen presence. We're so excited to have Nicole aboard. And with, of course, and Ariana and Valley, all of you, but she's going to be aiding me in the PR portion because she's going to school for this. I'm going to let her tell us a little bit about herself, about her school, her background, what she does at school, and how she's helping me. Nicole?
Yeah, thanks, Gary. So I'm a student at Quinnipiac University, which is located in Hamden, Connecticut. And I'm over there studying journalism and public relations. So I'm absolutely in love with it. And I'm so excited to bring the skills that I've learned there, back to here and to the initiative and working collaboratively as a team. So when I'm over there, I'm also really involved with student media on campus where I can also practice my skills. I hold the position as associate news editor and the head newsletter editor for the Quinnipiac Chronicle. And then I also hold a position as a reporter for Q30 News. So that's both our print newspaper and our student television on campus. So definitely super busy, and I'm very excited to get involved with the work that we have to do here.
Thank you very much, Nicole. Sorry, Gary,
No, you first.
Nicole, thank you very much for giving us a chance to work with you, with your expertise here. Could you tell the audience, those who are listening, if there are some young adults, those who are listening, or the parents of the young adults, those who are listening, and you being a young adult, what kind of challenges you had to overcome, and you still have a hope for the future, being a journalist or a PR person in the future?
Yeah, sure. And I think if you guys tune in, the listeners, the people watching and listening, I think this gets highlighted a lot in our new show Inspire that's starting to air on Sunday. If you guys want to check that out in the upcoming days. But personal struggles, especially with 2020 in the course of the pandemic, I think as a journalist and as a multimedia journalist, especially, it's been super hard. You're not in the classroom, you're not using the same tools, cameras, equipment, and you have that less face-to-face interaction now that everything's primarily virtual. So I think it's definitely been a challenge to get a grip of that and gather those skills and still prepare yourself for what your professional life is going to be like beyond college. But I think it also served as a unique learning experience for everyone. You just because you don't have that professional equipment, okay, what can I do? I have my iPhone, I have a iPhone tripod. You have to make do, and it kind of teaches you not only how to be a professional journalist and make do with what you have, but also just as a professional and a person in general. So I think if you guys want to hear more about these kind of struggles and how to, move through that and overcome and tackle your challenges, you guys should definitely check out our upcoming show that premieres this Sunday. That's called Inspire. And you guys can check that out at the website, which is inspireyourbestlife.com. That's inspireyourbestlife.com if you guys want to check that out for more information.
Thank you very much, Nicole. Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. And Gary, your takeaway.
You can see how professional he is. We're so excited to have her. She also with Valley, who's on the phone. We're going to get to her shortly. They both co-host the InspireYourBestLife.com, where Dr. Khanna is giving advice to young people. And for the rest of this year, if you are under 30 years old and you want a free 15-minute consultation, you have any issue, any problem, that you just want to talk to someone who's been around the block, he's been successful, he's been a CEO of his own company, he's a lawyer and attorney, he's the head of this national initiative. It's a unique opportunity to get somebody's perspective. So just contact him at contactk.com or 302-746-2311. If you are under 30 and you'd like to be on this radio show and join us, we also have a morning show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 302-746-2311. You can contact us there. Thank you. We have so many announcements. I'm going to give it back to you, and then we're going to introduce Valley, and we're going to talk about with our dinner and the 2 press conferences coming up, Dr. Khanna. So back to you.
Thank you very much, Gary. I know I'm getting hungry. I can't wait. When is our dinner program? This is something which you need to advertise because I'm sure our audience is also, those who are listening, are excited to hear more about the dinner. They can have the dinner in their home while they can still watch us eating the virtual dinner show. So, my dear audience, again, thank you very much for listening to us. This wonderful show is dedicated for all the young adults, those who are coming out of incarceration. So if anybody wants to help us, if anybody wants to provide that advice, we are very young in this initiative. We are trying our best to go every single town and village. We need all your support. Just don't think that we're looking for financial support. We need your physical support, your advisory support, everything we need. So please reach out to us, provide your support in many ways you can. You can reach out to Gary, you can reach out to Nicole, you can reach out to, even we have the wonderful person all the way from Montana, Valley Anderson. You can reach out to her. Everybody can seek your advice, seek your help so that we can make this show or make this initiative a success. Our goal is that in 2021, we should be at least one month, every month, one state, if we can do that. I don't know if we can do that or not. It is too optimistic. So 12 months in a year. Is that right, Ariana? I don't know. I lost my count. You are an Olympian, so you might know. Well, how many months in a year?
12, of course.
12? Okay, are you sure?
Yes.
I lost my count because of pandemic. Pandemic kind of took away. So 12 months, that means we can have 12 states. We're starting with New Jersey, and also we are having Pennsylvania in January or February timeframe, because we're having a press conference in Pennsylvania next Tuesday. Is that right, Gary?
That's right. That's absolutely right. We'll get to that announcement also.
Yes. So after that, we're going to have New York. New York is already lined up in White Plains. It is already lined up. It's ready to go. We're just waiting for the New Jersey to kind of take off. And then we also, Montana is ready. It's been ready for the last 2 months, but waiting for New Jersey to take off. So once that is there, so we have actually one individual showed interest in North Carolina, Miss Brown. So, she wants to take in North Carolina. We have people in different other states, those who want to take it. So thank you very much, Gary, again, and thank you, the audience. So please, you can take over and introduce Valley.
Yes, I'd like to introduce Valley. We talked about the Inspire show. That's being co-hosted by Nicole and also Valley Anderson. Nicole from New York and Valley Anderson from Montana. It's pretty exciting. And they've had they're having our first show this Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. But Wednesday, we're going to have a workshop where we're going to discuss what they discussed on the air for the 3 days. It's one subject. I'm going to let both of them jointly, Valley, you first, just talk about what you're talking about this week and what's on the agenda. Go ahead, Valley.
Hi, so yes, I'm Valley. So this week our topic is perseverance and just overcoming every struggle that has been on your mind. 2020 has hit hard for everybody. So it's just learning how to adapt and overcome certain challenges, and we're there to help and provide with information or expertise on how to help you guys get over said challenges and be able to do it without even more stress. So
thank you very much, Valley. Thanks again, seeing your nice, beautiful face all the way from Montana, fresh and crispy. So how is Montana today? Is it cold? Is it hot? It is summer? What is that?
Well, it looks like it's gonna snow, so earlier. So it's either gonna snow or rain.
Okay, we just had our snow, so don't send us any more snow. We're going to give it back to you, okay? We're going to, Nicole and Ariana can pack it up and send it back to you. Valley, how excited are you for hosting and starting this premiere from Sunday about this Inspire?
I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this since November, so I'm thrilled that it's finally getting going, and I'm honored to be with you. And I'm really eager to see where it goes. I'm really hoping for success here.
Can you tell your audience what would they get out of this Inspire show? What is the main purpose of this show, and how do you think they can get benefit out of it?
I feel like this is for motivation. So if you need any sort of motivation to go to work or to overcome any struggles, that really helps, as well as just general ideas on how to help overcoming, where we listed some what Nicole was saying, using tripods instead of her school equipment. So I guess we're giving out just chances and opportunities to get expertise to change and overcome your struggles, I guess.
Thank you very much, Valley. So before we get to the wonderful person who joined, the chairman of Voice of the Kids, Claire Miboa, could you tell that, I know you're from Montana, and I know a lot of people, you have excited them to join this show, look at the show and this initiative. I know you and your mother are excited to take this initiative to Montana. So could you tell the audience that why are you excited about this initiative?
Well, like you said, I feel like it should be everywhere. Who doesn't need help? Everybody struggles at one point, and with post-incarceration, not a lot of people are given second opportunities, and a lot of people are looked down upon. So I feel like this show will help open eyes to some people who are just being judgmental and biased, and will actually be able to maybe give some people another chance that they're at a job or something.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to recognize Clem Uboa. He's joined, but Clem, I'm going to ask you to hold on if you don't mind, because we have got to get to some announcements. I think the 1 hour goes fast, and I would like to make some announcements because we have a lot going on. We already talked about our place, home that we've gotten in New Jersey. I want to talk about the fundraising dinner at returningyouth.com, and you can go there, returningyouth.com/dinner, 302-746-2311. Please donate so you can give a post-incarcerated young adult a second chance and reduce crime at the same time. Now, because of the 12 inches of snow we had here yesterday, even though it's mostly a virtual event, we are planning to meet at certain locations in New York and in New Jersey. We did decide that it was probably best to move the date. So the date for the virtual dinner is now Wednesday, the 30th at 7:30 p.m. And we're going to be meeting at the Windsor Driving School. A few of us, we're going to be following COVID requirements, of course. And get your virtual seat. It's $100 a plate. Please donate. Give an incarcerated young adult a second chance and reduce crime at the same time. Now, the food is being offered by BartolosFoods.com. And he is in a business of just simply mailing out high quality dinners. He doesn't have a restaurant. He just has a mailing program. He sends out 500 meals a weekend. High quality keto meals, high quality non-keto meals, high quality Italian meals. So the meal you're getting is going to be high quality. And all you have to do is put it in the microwave for 6 or 7 minutes and you're set. So we've thought this through. It's a virtual fundraising dinner. We're excited. We've been getting a lot of donations. We've been doing pretty good and we're excited about it. So please consider going to returningyouth.com, order a dinner, or just donate, whatever's on your heart. So thank you for that. Dr. Khanna, do you have any comments about the dinner?
Well, you are making me hungry, so I don't know whether I can wait till 30th. I think Clem is also getting hungry. I can see he's also getting excited. We all are getting hungry. I know Nicole is in keto program, so we got you covered, Nicole. We got you covered. And Ariana, I know you are in a diet also because of your rugby. We got you covered too. And the exciting thing, audience, Ariana will be physically there with us in the dinner, eating the dinner, and you all can watch her eating the dinner along with you eating the dinner in your dining table, because we will be sending the dinner to you. And same with Montana. This dinner can be eaten in Montana also. I'm excited, Gary. I'm real excited.
Just go to returningyouth.com/dinner, order your dinner, and it will be sent to you. And then we will send you the link to the Zoom call, and we will mail you the dinner out. And I want to give Clem a chance. I know he's joined us late. We still have some more announcements. I think we got about 5 minutes left. So Clem,
I still have 10 minutes.
I wanted to give Clem a chance to talk. Go ahead, Clem.
Clem, I have a question for you. You are muted, Clem. Clem, you're muted.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you for coming to this wonderful audience today, talking about the Returning Youth Show. Could you highlight a little bit, because you are the voice of the kids, chairman, and you are the front end of this initiative. Could you please tell the audience, how do you feel this program and launching the pilot program, which we are about to launch, already secured the house in Elizabeth, New Jersey. So could you highlight the audience exactly what you're doing, how it is differentiated from other programs which is available in the States?
Well, the primary delineating factor is that we are focused on the returning of the youth successfully, focused on the successful reintroduction of youth back into society. It is not just a halfway house where someone comes in and as soon as they pass parole, then they are back in the street. No, we are here to make sure that they start into a career path, they pursue a career path. We will have a relationship with them for 2 years. In that relationship period, we will be there to support them and make sure that they stay out of the system, out of incarceration, for at least for that 2-year period. Once we do that, then we know that we have successfully taken them out of that situation and they can go on with their lives.
What happens after the 2 years? Do you guarantee them a job? Do you guarantee them a better life? What do you do?
Well, during the 2-year period, we are putting them on a career path. Part of it is we give them a job and they stay employed with us for that 2-year period. So we can see what's going on with their lives. We can counsel them on how to manage their finances. We can counsel them on what to do with school. So for a 2-year period, we are helping them lead a regular life. For us, it is unlike the other programs where as soon as someone gets registered in social services, they are out of the program. In our case, no. You can register social services, but that's not our primary focus. Our primary focus is to get you on a career path.
Right.
You could be an entrepreneur, you could do whatever it is. We can find you the financing to do some of the things that we are having you do. For example, the primary thing of a CDL, if you become a CDL driver, we will finance your ability to purchase your own truck. Okay, so we put you in a place where you have very little chance of failing.
Clem, explain the difference between having a job and having a truck financially.
Okay, having a job means what? You go to a McDonald's, you have a job. But can you pay rent out of that? Can you buy groceries out of that? What can you do out of that? Now, by us putting you on a career path, we also want to make sure that it is sustainable. You can pay, you can rent a place and pay it. You can, pay your basic bills. And that's what we do in placing you in a career rather than in a job. That's the difference.
Okay, Clem, I have to make a few more announcements. I'm sorry, today went a lot longer, but I just want to say that thank you for joining us. And when the people get out of jail, they won't be wearing stripes like you anymore.
Oh, yes, I know. You like my stripes, right?
Yeah, I do. I think it's very appropriate for today, and I hope you don't mind the joke.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
Listen, I'm going to jump to our next topic, and I hope you don't mind. It's time goes fast. We are having a press conference next week, this coming Tuesday in Pennsylvania. We had one in New York. We're going to have one in Pennsylvania. And the following week, on the 30th, the same day as our dinner, we're going to have one in New Jersey. But I want to talk about Pennsylvania now, because we're going to be introducing Pennsylvania at returningyouth.com. We're returning young adults back to a productive life after incarceration. And what's different about this particular press conference is it's going to be broadcast live on the radio to 30 million people, which is very exciting. And I know, Nicole, you're on the local radio station at home, on your at school, but here I'm sure people live in school. We go almost all the way to Massachusetts, so people in your school could probably hear this. We have a wide area. Tuesday, December 22nd, 133 Main Street in Norristown, New Jersey. You can contact us. I have my email there and my personal phone number. We are trying to get representatives from from
Norristown.
from the police, from the mayor, from police enforcement. We've got a couple of contacts. If you know anybody, Ariana, please, I know your family's from that area. Anyone who's in a law enforcement or in a political area, please invite them. You too, Dr. Khanna. We know that Jesse Levin, who is in the area, he's volunteered his office. We're going to be in his office. We thank him for that. But please pay attention to our press conference next Tuesday. Join us on KhannaForKids.com. I'm sorry, join us on Facebook.com/Khanna4Kids. And also, that's for next Tuesday. And I know we got like 1 minute left, so let me get to the next thing really quickly. And that is the dinner is going to be on the 30th. We don't have a flyer yet made up, but on the 30th at approximately 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we're going to be doing a press conference in New Jersey and then having the holiday fundraising dinner. Please go to returningyouth.com, give whatever you can. If you want to give $1, that's fine. If you want to order a meal, we'll ship it to you. It's a virtual dinner, and all donations up to the full extent allowed by the law are tax deductible by the nonprofit Voice of the Kids. So we're excited about all those things going on. I mean, we thank you, Valley. We thank you, Nicole. We thank Ariel for what he is doing. We thank for the inspireyourbestlife.com. Please go there and you can see Nicole and Valley this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and join them both for a work session with Dr. Khanna on Wednesday. So we got about 45 seconds. Dr. Khanna, I want you to let us take us out.
Thank you very much, Gary. This is a wonderful show. Thank you, audience, for listening to this. Just my only humble request is don't just listen. Please act on it. Please take this word to every single person you meet with, that there is a hope for all these post-incarceration young adults. Do not tell them otherwise. Give them the hope. Please connect them to us. We have all these wonderful people. That means what? That means we are going to provide them the proper avenue so that they can be successful. We are going to try to provide them everything. So if they want to be a doctor, if they want to be a truck driver, if they want to be a musician, if they don't want to be a whatever they want, they can achieve it. Nothing can stop. So like Clem was saying, that we are not just going to give them a job in McDonald's or Burger King. Well, there's nothing wrong in it, okay, for a young adult to go and work there, but that could be a part-time, but that's not your goal. So please reach out to them and let us know that we are there for them.
Thank you, Dr. Khanna. We're off the air, but we're still on the video here. So you finish your thought. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nicole. Thank you very much, Valley. Thank you, Claim. Thank you, Ariana. I will see you in the press conference in Pennsylvania, Ariana.
Great show.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Gary.
Good day and God bless you.